are the Greek theme. So, in the introduction of the third edition of Young People European Force, it is written, it will be a journey to force in European countries at the same time to force of the past. So, let our journey begin.
Plato, an important Greek philosopher, almost 2,500 years ago, wrote,
"All the rich soil has gone, leaving a country of skin and bone."
He was describing desertification as a consequence of intense deforestation.
In ancient Greece, the mainland and many islands were covered by forests. The spread of agriculture, the construction of large sea fleets, and the herds of grazing animals were the main reasons that forced ancient forests to retreat from population centers up to hillsides around 300 BC. Later on, they managed to expand, and they retreated again in 1950 AD. As you see in the map, the redder an area gets, the lesser the forested area is.
So, due to a long history of human disturbance, forest cover of Greece is about 50%. Only 1/3 is used for wood and timber production. The remaining 2/3 are under stock woodlands and maquis. The total grown stock of Greece is low, so we have to import large quantities of wood and wood products.
The forestry in Greece is based on sustainable forest management since 1928. Nevertheless, a high percentage of the managed forests are either made coppice forests overexploited, causing the reduction of biodiversity and soil degradation. Those problems could be solved by the inversion of coppice forests to high forests that would generate from seed residues. At the same time, wood production could be increased.
Despite the human disturbance, forest ecosystem of Greece have a remarkable diversity and beauty. So, let us meet them. Characteristics of the Greek natural environment are of low value and compared to high forests. We think that these plants are the ones who managed to survive after centuries of human intervention by adapting to stress factors such as Mediterranean summer drought, fires, and overgrazing. These are the survivors.
Maquis are dense formations of mainly evergreen hard-leaf shrubs with deep root systems which help with deep root systems which tolerate and small leaves with thick cuticles for the reduction of water loss. Trigana or gardening branches or dense formations are open formations of spiny or aromatic dwarf shrubs which tolerate drought by replacing big winter leaves with pleasant smaller summer leaves, the seasonal dimorphs.
As you can see in the photo, white lavanda in summer and in spring, and cistus species in summer and in spring.
aversion to fires, as the Mediterranean climate is in favor of them.
The total precipitation in millimeters from May to July 2013 ranged between less than 25 millimeters in southeast Greece to 200 millimeters in north Greece. At the same time, the extreme maximum temperature rising 40 Celsius degrees in August. As Mediterranean summers are hot and dry litter accumulate in open forest areas when wildfires can very easily start. The period from 2006 to 2010, almost 240,000 of hectares were burned in Greece, accounting for 33% of the total burnt area in Mediterranean.
We all know that vegetation plays an important role against water erosion by decreasing the effects of erosion forces and keeping soil in place. Forest fires destroy trees and consequently the capacity of forests to regulate water, nutrient, and sediment flows. Forests have erosion rates of less than 1 ton of sediment per hectare per year, while burnt areas can have erosion rates 20 times greater. Greece has a steep relief that accelerates erosion process. Repeated fires and overgrazing by animals diminish surface vegetation. Severe loss of soil leads to desertification.
A situation when a large region looks like desert, mainly due to human disturbance. In Greece, many areas are of high risk of desertification due to erosions, especially the Aegean Islands.
As forests are very important for both soil and water protection, it is essential to reduce the risk of intense wildfire by creating more fire breaks and discontinuities, limiting dry litter, maintaining forest road, and by being more responsible as citizens. This is the most important measure against fires, as 95% of them in Greece are directly or indirectly caused by humans. Educating people from young age can make them value forests.
Measures against overgrazing would include rotational grazing, reduction of both population in many Aegean islands, 40% in some cases, no grazing areas almost desertified, and rehabilitation of degraded areas.
Another problem that forest management faces in Greece is the fact that there is not a detailed public record of landowners. Therefore, there is an urgent need for the Hellenic cadastre to be finished in order to protect areas and coastal areas from violation and intrusion.
Who likes honey?
I do.
Good for you!
Who knows what pine honey is?
Marhalina hellenica is an endemic insect in Greece and Turkey and feeds on pine sap. Marhalina is covered by a white sticky substance, very characteristic, and feeds on pine sap. This is produced sweet droplets collected by honeybees for the production of an excellent quality honey, the pine honey. Greece is among the European countries with the biggest honey production, and the 65% of that amount is pine honey contributing to the nation's economy are about 55 million euros. Therefore, the Ministry of Agriculture funded by beekeeping associations to deliberately infest the pines with this parasite, causing a dramatic decrease of Marhalina hellenica's population.
The question which rises
Is the pest harmful to pine trees? And if yes, to what extent?
our opinion is that higher pine honey production could increase beekeepers' income and should be reinforced by government policies. But there is a but. There should be attention to the fact that when trees are stressed for various reasons, they become much more vulnerable to pests. Only control artificial infestations should be made to help the trees in areas where the natural elements of Marhalina occur. Heavily infested plants, like the ones artificially infested by beekeepers, may have low growth rate and eventually die, as in Annapolis in Crete.
In our country, we have a saying, "Fertile plane tree, say when we lose something forever," like in the picture where the coach of Panathinaikos football team is waving a plane tree because his team lost again against Plazania's football team. Unfortunately, we have reached a time when the saying is about to become reality. Canker stain of plane trees is a very contagious, fatal disease caused by fungus. This fungus was probably transferred to Greece by Italian infected plane seeds. in Peloponnese in 2003. This disease is now endemic in Epirus, North Greece. Many trees have already died. If we do not want to face again what happened many years ago with the Dutch island disease, we have to take action. Infected trees should be uprooted and burned. Biosecurity measures should be taken by field staff, and plant seedlings from nurseries should be checked. The regional forest services have taken appropriate measures.
Ailanthus orthoxima, a native plant of China, is an invasive plant species in Greece. It's a very aggressive, fast-growing tree that overruns native vegetation. It's present almost everywhere, in low altitude, plenty of light. Its elimination is really a headache, as it repels very easily. We have not taken any measures against it, but we should have done it many years ago.
Forest management measures concerning all those pressures that were just mentioned, as well as managing post-disturbance phases, such as revegetation, restoration, and natural succession, can increase the resistance of forests to the biggest challenge in forest management, the climate change.
What is climate change?
Climate change is the changing of southern climate. The most optimistic scenarios for the Mediterranean region predict hotter and drier summers. In the first stages of climate change, Mediterranean Panamaquis and Fridana may be less in danger than the central and northern temperate species because they're generally better adapted to drought. In high forests, cutting some trees can increase the availability of resources for the rest. The inversion of evenized forest to an evenized mixed forest can increase the canopy roughness, which leads to reduction of respiration losses.
But the key role for long-term ecosystem survival belongs to biodiversity, as helps ecosystems to adapt to some degree to changing conditions. Mediterranean forests have a great biodiversity. In Greece, 6,900 vascular plants are present, and endemic species are over 1,300. The current tree flora is made up of very resilient old taxa, which have experienced many difficult climate changes in the past. In general, under climate change scenario, the great stability and genetic diversity of the many regulatory species of the Mediterranean may play a significant role in climate change adaptation.
Increasing efforts are being made to conserve biodiversity, mainly through the creation and management of protected areas. In Greece, forests with natural protection, such as national parks and others, cover about 1,100,000 hectares.
Protected areas should be connected to improve adaptive capacity, and forest genetic diversity could be conserved by gene banks. Forests can help us mitigate climate change, as they reduce atmospheric carbon by photosynthesis.
They protect us from floods.
They are the guardians of biodiversity.
They provide us with drinking water.
They lift our spirit when we visit them.
Therefore, if we save forests, we save life.
And we save ourselves.